Hello everybody and welcome back to another RC Cars presentation, and today we'll be taking a look at 4 brand new planes from the 2015 lineup. Now you guys may be curious that I'm doing all 4 of these planes in one video, as in the previous videos I've mentioned that I'd only be doing Packrat and Firebird, and then in a future video I'd do Vasquez and Falco. But I realized since I have so much to review and these guys have been on eBay for a while, just haven't really hit stores. They've been from China sellers for quite a while, and I purchased these from a United States seller that somehow managed to get these. I'm not sure how, but I got them for a decent price, about $10 plus shipping for each of them. So I thought I could just combine them since they're all in the same case anyway. So let's take a look at each of the packages individually, and then we'll take a look at them out of the package. First, let's take a look here at Falco. Now this is the Navy helicopter and the U.S.S. Flysenhower. And also, if you guys are not aware, the Planes 2015 line has gone to series just like the cars have gone to in 2013. The only difference between the two is that the planes do not have numbers numbering each character. So I like the art there for the Navy helicopter. A lot of people think that Hectare Vector is a Navy helicopter, but he is for the Mexican Air Force, not the United States. He's not part of the U.S.S. Flysenhower. And on the back here, we've got one new release, Delta, which has been popping up on eBay recently. We have Echo, Bravo, and Jolly Ranchers Dusties, which are all re-releases, and of course we have Falco right there. The description is the U.S.S. Flysenhower is home to the Jolly Ranchers, a squadron of brave fighter planes and crew members. I'm really hoping we can get some of the crew members like that Pity or something like that. It'd be really cool, and they actually have an accurate image for this series, unlike some of the other series. So now let's take a look at Vasquez. Now this series seems to have, oops, sorry, that fell down. This series seems to be having all new releases so far. We have Vasquez here, which is a Mexican helicopter for the RSN. He appeared in the last race. Pictures will be showing throughout this video. He's got some nice art there, and he of course is from the Racing Sports Network series. And on the back we just get a look at one new model, which is Roscoe, and I believe there is another helicopter coming out, and Colin calling the blimp. And on the back here we have a weird kind of image. I'm not really sure, this doesn't really relate to it. It's basically Roper saying in the trials, he's basically commentating the trials, so not really sure. That relates somewhat to it, but not completely. And the description is RSN team, the Racing Sports Network team, covers every exciting moment of the Wings Around the Globe rally. So I was really happy that they include the RSN in basically all 4 of the movies. A little bit less in Planes, Fire and Rescue, but it was at the beginning there. It's very nice. There is a chip on this guy that I could see right there on his kind of cap there, which is unfortunate. That just Mattel's quality, I had the word for it, it's kind of their quality control, and they just didn't catch that one, I guess. Now we have Packrat here, number 10 from the Nebraska Trials, and just to clarify, the number 10 is her number, not the number in the series. I really do like her art, it looks pretty cool. And on the back here, we've got 2 other new releases. Tysantis has already been released, and some people have been finding him at the store. I personally have only seen the Planes case at 2 Walmarts, very picked over, so I have not seen him yet. Of course, we have Firebird right here, over there, that we've taken a look at in a second. And we have Piston, who has not yet been released, but has been appearing on eBay a little bit. And Seckard, who has appeared on eBay probably about 3 months ago, but just hasn't really gotten completely out yet. Now this image is not correct because it's Dusty, Ripslinger, Nanza, and Skipper going through the desert there, so it doesn't relate to the Nebraska Trials at all. But I do believe when they release the future, these ones, they will have a correct picture. And the Nebraska Trials description is, at the Nebraska Trials, Dusty and his fellow racers have one last chance to qualify for the Wings Around the Globe rally. So a lot of the planes in this series will also be new, but they'll be repaints. Just like a Packrat and Firebird and the other ones on the back there as well, unfortunately. And so here is the last one we take a look at in this video, which is Firebird number 16. I like the art there as well. Nebraska Trials, and these are both female racers, which is nice to have a little mix. Same card back as before. So let me open these ones up and we'll take a look at them. Just so you guys know, this is the second case of 2015 planes and has these 4 new planes: Firebird, Pack Rat, Falco, and Vasquez. And it just happens to be that there are actually 2 of Falco, which is nice, 2 of a new plane, so that's cool of them. And I believe there's also 2 of Racing Dusty and a bunch of other re-release planes. So let's get into Vasquez here. Fortunately, it looks like I might have to get a replacement for Vasquez because there are multiple chips on him, and we'll take a look at those. But first, let's take a look at the details here. We have the Mexican flag there over RTV Racing Television. Very nice. He's got more Mexican colors. It kind of looks Italian, but trust me, it's Mexican because he appeared at the start of the Mexican race, going from Mexico to New York. So he's got some nice colors. I have to say, I really like Vasquez a lot more than the other RSM racing helicopters that have came out. The Kathy Copter and Ron Hover, which actually have gotten released this year. And as you can see, they're all repaints. They both have the microphone and the speaker, headphones, all that good stuff. And they both have the rotors on the top and in the back. So it's pretty cool. But I have to say, I just really like Vasquez's paint job. It looks really good. So just, to show in comparison, one difference in the molding though is that Vasquez has the hole underneath so it can connect to planes playsets, and he also has a little spotlight there just like the others do, although they don't have the hole to connect to the playsets, obviously, because they're not part of the planes line. I do actually really like Vasquez, although I wish he wouldn't have the chips. And there you go, there's one right there, and then you got one underneath his chin there. And we got one in the back here, which I'll show you. So unfortunately, that's just Mattel's quality control, not the best. So right below my thumb right there is the third one. So that's all I could see, unfortunately. There are quite a few, so I might have to get a replacement. The only one I'm really annoyed about is that one because it's most prominent. So we'll see what we can do about that. So that's pretty much it for Vasquez. I really do like him, and he might have been my favorite if he didn't have those chips. But I actually am really liking Falco just because I actually am surprised of how nice he looks. So let's take a look at him next. We have Falco here, which is the Navy helicopter from the U.S.S. Flysenhower Series, and I am really liking the way he looks. I thought he'd be a lot darker gray, but he's actually very light gray, and it looks really nice. He's got some yellow outlining going around him with the Navy logo there, right there with the star in the middle, just like the other ones from the U.S.S. Flysenhower do. And here's just Bravo to show you guys, just in comparison for the decal's sake. He's got a nice Navy logo on the back there with a code HS-44. Some more yellow on the back tail right there. And a very nice, I really do like this back propeller. And the reason I'm pointing it out to you guys is because Hectare Vectors, who is the same model as Falco, has a much thinner propeller. As you guys can see there, Hectare Vectors is a lot thinner plastic than Falco's, and that's how mine got kind of a little rough around there and kind of got bent. So I'm happy that they've upgraded Falco's to a little bit thicker plastic, so I'm really liking that. And so just here is Hectare Vector, which is the Mexican Air Force. And they did change up the expression. It does look like that they did a little bit different. Yeah, it's a little bit different, so that's nice that they changed it up. Nothing you could really do with the planes to change expressions because they have such a small eyes space and you can never really see the mouth. Now, I have to say Hectare Vector is more decal with the flags and the kind of camouflage, but I like Falco more because I really like his color. I thought he'd be a lot darker. He looks very cool. I'm really happy about that, and he's got the little nub on the bottom so you don't have to put a wheel there, and he's got the connector to other planes playsets. Now let's take a look at Firebird from the Nebraska Trials collection, number 16. I really like the colors on this one. Nice purple and white, just real classic. I really do like it. It's kind of odd. Planes, the movie makers kind of screwed up, I think, because finishing, of course, Firebird did not finish complete My bad. She did not qualify for the Wings Around the Globe during the Nebraska Trials. There's a few of them. That's basically what this series is all the planes that did not qualify for the Wings Around the Globe. Although she is seen crossing the finish line in New York, and then probably a picture will pop up here of that. So it's kind of odd. It resembles her very much. So, well, I'm not really sure. They just kind of use these qualifier planes during the movie, and I don't really would expect them to be there because they didn't qualify. Alright, you didn't qualify, you go home. They wouldn't show up in Mexico for some reason. I might be wrong about that, but that's just my personal opinion on that. Of course, you got 16 on the top there, a nice double wing. I like that. Not really sure the exact, it's like a biplane, I believe. And we got nice decals on the back, some purple and pink, purple and white. Firebird number 16. A lot of planes have that Aeroflex logo there. Some other decals and a code on the back there, and at AL 12070, and then a cutoff letter. It's cut off. Some other logos as well. Same on the other side, although this side does not have the 16. And on the bottom, we have 16 though, where the 16 is on top, it's on the bottom. And you got the connector to playsets. Now, unfortunately, Firebird is a repaint of two other planes, originally starting with Sunwing, the Chinese plane, and then Vanderbird got a release, the Netherlands plane. And now we've got the third one, which is Firebird. So they all are the same, I do believe that. And I can understand though, because they are the same model in the movie, so you can kind of see how, you know, what can you really do to change it up. So I just really like the colors is what I really like about Firebird. So I'm really debating on who is my favorite out of this bunch here. So now we got Packrat, who is amazing again with the colors. You got this nice pink, kind of dark red, and the pink is actually Spectra Flame metallic look to it, as you can kind of see there. It's not the regular dull paint. I really like this one a lot. It's a very nice plane. Tundra Turbos, which is how she was originally called on eBay. These ones have been on eBay for months, I'm telling you, probably since January or February they have been. So a nice logo there. I guess Tundra Turbos is her sponsor, number 10. And more Tundra Turbos logos. Packrat, as you can see, there's a little, in quotations, Packrat right there above the Tundra Turbos. And a bunch of her other sponsors, I guess, up on her tail wing, which is a nice presentation of that, as they never really done that before. One thing that they did on this one that they took it too far is look at all that. Look at all that stuff that, whoa, flying away. Look at all that coding and stuff they put on the bottom there. We got Made in China, copyright Disney, we got copyright Mattel, and then we got their address, it seems like, or something, I don't even know, and the weird code. So they kind of went a little too far with that. I mean, it looks pretty big, and they could have made that smaller. So I'm a little disappointed about that, because you could also see with all the other planes, this one is a repaint of Miguel, and there's Miguel, and they did the same stuff on Miguel, only they made the text white, so you can't see it. So I was hoping maybe you could have made the text pink or the same color, so you wouldn't have seen the black. That kind of stands out, but at least you'll be looking at Packrat like this and not from the behind, basically. And this is one of the planes that has a one front wheel in the back, and one front wheel and two back wheels, so you could flap this one back in and then flap it back out, which is nice feature they do for all the planes that are like this. So as you can see, this is a repaint of Miguel, same wings and same tail. Although you may think that she is also a repaint of Tysantis, you could just look at the wings. They're different. You got more of a triangular look and more of a square look. Same thing with Joey Dundee, triangular and square look wings. So that is it for all the planes in this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and comment down which of these 4 new planes is your favorite, and let me know if you guys have found these. I do not think anybody has found these planes yet. I really hope they start showing up in stores soon, as these have been on eBay for months now. So again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a suggestion video, and comment down what of these 4 is your favorite plane. I'm gonna go with Packrat right now, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Bye now.